Loosey-goosey.
Everything looks a little bit more stable this week with plugged in.
My internet's working.
Maybe don't put this bit in the podcast though, because it's just a bit.
Well, yeah, I was going to stop the recording and restart.
Hello.
I can edit it. It makes no difference.
I can hear you, mate. Yeah. Coming through. Very nice.
You like? Yes.
I like my wife.
Unbelievable. Anyway,
that bit in because that was funny.
That was funny. We will keep that in. Anyway, hey, welcome back.
My dog is really doing my nutting. Go away.
Blues episode. Hey, welcome back. Brad, shut the fuck up. Hey, welcome back. This is episode 41 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is a video game podcast where 4 pals host a week's video game news. My name is Reese Lagden. I am joined by my first pal that is drinking. I'm slowing down so he can actually say hello. Bradley Seeley.
Hello.
Again with the wave. The audio.
You're not going first anymore.
Right.
This is the last one you go first.
Audio description. Waving. Hello. There you go.
Well, I think he forgets he's doing a podcast and thinks it's just video, but there you go.
Well,
anyway,
I can see me. I can see myself.
You can see yourself.
I get confused.
You get confused. All right. It's fine. We're all confused sometimes. Anyway, we've got this guy, Ashley Seeley. How you doing today?
How you doing?
He's doing the thumb. People can't hear the thumb.
As soon as I say the thumb, I say this guy. I'm like, hello. I'm talking.
Yeah, it's a podcast. And last but not least, Bradley Maw.
Yep.
So unnecessary. I swear people think we've got something wrong with us.
We have.
Well, anyway, topics today are, Ashley's going to be talking about the upcoming DLC for Assassin's Creed.
Indeed,
We've got Bradley Seeley talking about Maquette. Is it Maquette? Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Maquette. Yeah, I don't
Maquette.
Know. Yeah.
And Bradley Maw is finally talking about Destiny 2, which we've all been waiting for.
Fucking hell.
And I'm going to be talking about Monster Hunter Rise. Just my early impressions, because it's a fucking lot to play. Anyway, if you want to watch the show, you can watch it on YouTube at Part-Time Players Pod. Or if you want to watch it on podcast format, audio version, you can just watch it anywhere, wherever you listen to your podcast. We're pretty much anywhere. Just search for Part-Time Players Podcast. And you should be able to find us. We drop new episodes on Monday. So if you don't want to miss an episode, please like and subscribe to wherever you want to listen to it or watch us. Anyway, how's our week been, guys? You been good?
Yeah, good.
Banging.
Yeah. Paid off my holiday. Hopefully I'll get to go.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah,
spring is coming. It seems like the weather's been a little bit crazy up here in Sheffield. It's been like sunny. And then we got snow on Friday night. So it's a little bit up and down.
Down here, down south. On Tuesday, it's going to be 20. I think it's going to be 23 degrees, and then by Friday, it's going to be 7. So,
that is some fever-inducing weather right there. We're all going to be ill.
It's dropping.
COVID weather.
Yeah, COVID weather.
Nice long bank holiday weekend. You can have people, another household up to 6 people in your garden. I looked at my weather app. It's pissing down the rain.
Pissing down. There
you go.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great
if
stuff.
they get cold, they're not allowed in the house. That's the law.
No,
but luckily my holiday's in October, so I'm hoping COVID should just be a thing of the past. I'm sure we won't even know about it anymore.
My
the plague
is the end of November, and I still don't know if I'm going to be going. So
I really want to go Florida.
Yeah, I want to go to Las Vegas. I'm getting married. So
all right, mate. Show off.
I'm gonna go shoot some guns.
Well, I'm gonna go see Mickey Mouse. So he's the real winner. I don't know if that's the right noise.
I don't know where this is going. Anyway, who wants to kick it off first with their topic? Bradley Seeley, do you want to go first?
Bradley. I think you said Bradley Maw.
Bradley Maw? Does Bradley Maw want to go first? He went first last week. It's unfair.
I'll go first. If you want.
I'll do it.
All right, go on then.
I sit now. I've got my iPad. Right. Okay.
It's locked in.
I haven't been playing a lot lately, as we all know. Every week, I say I haven't.
I'm impressed you actually turned on your PlayStation.
It's gathering a bit of dust, so I thought I'll, turn it on, see what's going on. I was staring at my library, and I was going to play Jedi Fallen Order, and I was like, but then it's kind of, I don't really want to talk about that on the pod. I want to, I want to do something I can talk about. And then I saw Maquette in my library. That was
Maquette.
Yeah,
Maquette.
Maquette. I don't know. I just don't know.
Market.
That microphone's definitely working now.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it's on. Yeah.
I know every time I googled it,
Tourette's.
it's coming up like an NFL player. So I don't know if there's an NFL player called Maquette. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah,
But,
he's shooting hoops.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, scoring those touchdowns.
Exactly that.
Oh, well, that is NFL actually. Oh,
Yeah.
Home runs. Yeah, so it's in this month's PlayStation Plus games. It's only about, I don't know, I'd say 3 to 5 hours. All depends how long it takes you to solve the puzzles. So it's
20 hours for me.
It's a first-person puzzle game. The story tells the story of someone reliving the memories of a relationship from start to end through like a picture book. So the art style is kind of like, I don't really know how to explain, kind of like cel-shaded, but not really. It tells a story so you're just like wandering, like the first level is you're wandering through a garden, and it tells a story like this, glowing writing comes up and it just explains. And then there's like audio cutscenes. And is voiced by Bryce Dallas Howard and her husband, Seth Gable, real life. The voice acting ain't great. You can't, you think for like, she's an actor, like Hollywood actor or whatever, but whoever. So yeah, those are audio cutscenes, and there's 6 levels. And in the center of each level is, I don't know if this is the Maquette. It's like you walk into like this big bit like this. I don't really know what to say. Like let's say, yeah, this hub. And in the middle, there's a model of the world you're in. So if outside, if there's like a castle, a fairground, in the center, there's a model of it. If you can kind of get what I mean. Anyway, so one of the first levels is you walk into this castle and there's no bridge. So then you have to go work out a way of getting down to the elevator to get this little model piece of a bridge, which is small. You carry it to the hub, like the little model, like the scale replica of the town in the center, and you drop the bridge and it scales it. So then when you go back into the castle, there's a bridge there now. So that's how kind of the puzzles work. You can make objects like massive. You can like scale them down to sort of like miniature, with like keys and like tickets and like I say bridges. And yeah, it's just they're all different kind of puzzles. So there's a puzzle, I think it's on the 3rd level, where you have to use crystals. So there's red crystals. If you're carrying a red crystal, you can go through like red doors. Then you have to put the red crystal on a certain building. So when you've got the blue crystal, it'll unlock it and drop the ball down, the red crystal down to get you. It sounds mad, but the puzzles are really good. And at the beginning of the story, the relationship, everything's happy, and they're like in the fairground and they're doing this. And then by the end, it's kind of like, I don't know, like a hellscape, because they realize their relationship is breaking down and it's just not ending. And at the end, they like move on and all that. But the story, yeah, the story's all right. But it's more about the puzzles, about the gameplay. So I just think it was a good game. Yeah, the puzzles were
Have you beat it? I take it you finished it, yeah?
Yeah, finished it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one where you can go in the miniature thing, so then you're shrunken down, and it's really cool. So because you're tiny, you have to walk to like the normal size house, because it's giant. Like it just takes you a while to walk there, because obviously everything's scaled up, and you have to like climb up a broomstick to get into the house, because obviously the steps are too big. And it's a really innovative like style of puzzles and gameplay.
Sure.
And I think it won awards last year when it came out.
Okay.
Because it was so different. And then it's just it's enjoyable. Yeah, like I say, I think I was like 3-4 hours doing it. One of the puzzles, especially the crystal one, it's like put a crystal on this roof, then you need to go and when you get in there, you need to push the crystal through a window, get a key, put that here, scale it up, and it can get a bit.
Is there more to come? Because it seems quite short. Are they adding like DLC? Is there going to be more puzzles?
I don't think so. No, it's been out for over a year now. Yeah, so this is it. I think it's their debut game.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a fun.
Is there a platinum for you to chase on it?
There is a platinum for me to chase on it. Yeah. The platinum involves.
What are those? Don't even know what that is.
Yeah, it involves speed running. So you got to speed run all the levels.
Sounds shit.
So one of them you got to do it in under 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and all that. So But yeah, some of the levels, I think the longest level on there is like 9 minutes, 10 minutes. Well, as I say, it all depends how long you take to work on puzzles. But it's
do you like puzzle games? Have you played like The Witness and things like that?
Not played The Witness. Obviously, I played Portal back in the day.
Yeah,
Eco.
Yeah, Eco was kind of had a lot of annoying puzzles in it, which I hated. But I enjoyed it, and I don't know why. I was just kind of staring at my library, and I was like, "What do I play? Do I start playing Resi 2 remake again, or Jedi Fallen Order?" And I was like, "I just want to play something quick that I can talk about on the podcast," and I'm glad I did. It's
really good.
It's a fun.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's one of those games where I'd usually not bother. Like I'll add it to my library and not play it.
It's on PS Plus, right? Because I've got it in my library. Yeah.
Yeah, till next. Till like beginning of April.
It's this month. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think The Witness is on Play at Home stuff.
It is. Yeah, it is.
So you can download that for free as well.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be like, really good and really difficult from what I've heard. I don't really play puzzle games because I feel like I don't have the patience to learn
they make you
feel
feel stupid.
They do make me feel stupid, and I don't. Yeah, I already feel stupid as it is waking up every morning. So I don't need a game to remind me. So
I just don't feel.
What's the premise of it? So you're reliving her relationship with her husband.
Yeah, so
you've got to make a bridge. She has to make a bridge to get to her husband.
No, it's kind of like
it's well confusing.
I don't know. It's not like we're set in a real world. It's kind of set in like a dream. So it says like when you're walking through the gardens at the beginning. That's quite a good soundtrack as well. It's saying like, I found a sketchbook and all the sketches, and then so if they sketched a picture of a castle and a fairground when we went to the fairground. That's in the first level because that's the memories, and then later on it's like their first house they bought. That's one of the I don't really know how to say. It's like one of the rooms, one of the areas that you have to do puzzles in. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of explaining it.
Sounds a lot more romantic than my relationships. Mine would be like, remember the first time we went TGI's?
Yeah, it was that. Yours would have a TGI.
And I got the tomahawk steak, and it was beautiful.
I would have a bowling alley. Hollywood Bowl would be.
We're not sketching. I've never taken a sketch pad on a date.
No, but
I just put some juke jump on, like that, and
yeah, so it's kind of like as I say, it's kind of like.
I hope the sequel is about Ash's relationship. I would play it.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's not kind of set in real life. It's kind of like I say, it's in a dream. So one of the later missions when I know the relations is on the turn and she's not happy. It's like she wrote that, I just went walking for hours and I didn't know where I was. So the level you're walking, you're literally just walking on a straight path and it's like dark and there's all these wonky houses and then you end up in a maze. And I think, the story is just kind of like from beginning to end relationship, and then obviously they don't always work out well and how it ended, and the end of it is how they moved on and whoever. It's just, and like each level is like one of them is kind of like, it's called spirals, and you're on like, I don't know, it's kind of like you're in like a void and you're just walking on cliffs and there's like, it's just I can't really explain it. I don't know if Reese, when I'm talking about this, Reese will put like a little video up or something and then people can kind of get the gist.
Your words are painting a picture in our minds.
Yeah, we're just going to stick with your word. No, I'll get for the video.
Well, I should give you an example. At the beginning, you walk into the first bit. As I say, there's like a castle, a fairground, a house, and in the middle, there's the little scale model of the town, town that you're in. And then where you need to go, there's a massive red blocking your way. You can't move it. Where if you go look at the little model village, let's call it the town and a model village. Here we go. So you need to move the block from the town so you can get into the door. So then if you go look in the model village, there's a little red square, like red block here.
Move it in there. I've already figured this puzzle out, mate. Piece of piss.
Then that's it. And then you can you don't drop it everywhere else. And then as when you go in, there's not a bridge. Like then later on, you need to make a bridge. So you go into like this castle, you get a key, and then when you use the key to open the door, you drop it outside of the model village and it makes it bigger. So then you can use that key as a bridge, and then you go into the castle again, and then there's the key is there as a bridge. Yeah,
it sounds very clever.
It's really clever. Yeah,
it'd be like puzzle games, I guess. If you've got a PlayStation and PS Plus. Download it right now.
You're in. Yeah.
Just give it a go.
It's even starting to game I'll be interested because I like puzzle games.
Give it Download it. Tell us about it next week.
I will.
Yeah.
I'll do a good job of it.
I've done it. I've just but Ash, you can download it and just give a comprehensive.
Actually give us a review so we actually understand it next week, Ash, please. Yeah.
Okay, but I hope I do make sense because I was making notes and everything, and I was like,
I do get what's going on.
Yeah, no,
it sounds
good.
It's a puzzle
one
game.
of them was like you go into this building and you get like.
It's going to explain all the puzzles now. I'll get another one. There's a bridge, there's a key, and a bridge.
Do you have to shrink something? Do you have to shrink something to carry it somewhere?
Do you ever get bigger? Do you ever get bigger?
You got a ticket and it's that big. Yeah, it's massive. And you're like, well, that ain't going to fit in the box. So then you have to shrink it.
Put it in
normal size in the box. You're in.
You put it in the tumble dryer.
Got a ticket. It's not.
It's like a gold. It's like that. It's like solid metal as well. And it's actually quite good because if you just drop something, you see it appear in the town and it obviously makes a massive noise and it like vibrates because it's like. It's like a fucking 18-foot key just falling to the floor.
She had a weird relationship with her partner, didn't she? Like it was weird.
It's weird, yeah. I don't know, artsy. Don't know, yeah. But
nice, cool.
Yeah, it's good. It's good game. Yeah. If you've got PlayStation Plus and you've got it, give it a go. As I say, it's only a few hours, so
sounds good.
Yeah, that's my weekly gaming. 3 hours on an indie game, which I can't really explain. So.
No, you did very well. It must be difficult to explain. Ash, do you want to tell us about DLC, Assassin's Creed?
Yeah. So picture this, right? Picture this. You're a Viking. You're in Norway. You're having a lovely time. Then you're like, I don't like this place anymore because it's too cold, so I'm going to leave. You go to Britain. You're having a lovely time.
That's not really much warmer though, is it? Really, they should have gone to the Bahamas or something.
Yeah, but no, trust me, it's well cold in that bit.
Spain. I'll go to Spain, maybe.
It's lovely. I think they come along in the spring. Anyway, it's really nice. You're going along. You're pillaging. You're raping. You're living your best Viking life. Listen, I can't change history. Okay, I can't change history.
Christ.
This is what's happening. You're going to all the churches. You're stealing all that gold, but for some reason that's a good thing. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. You're making settlements. It's all going well, and you're like, oh, what's that over there? What's that? Little island. Let's go over there. Boom. Druids. Wrath of the Druids. That's what we're talking about. We're in.
Right.
That's all the research I've done for it. So I didn't actually even look at the DLC. So no, yeah. So it's about Wrath of the Druids. Basically, we've got a release date.
Did I say you're living your best rapey life? I think he did.
Listen, you can't change history. As a Viking, I told you. As a Viking, I've got to make that perfectly clear. As a Viking,
Ubisoft are like, oh no.
Listen, this is why I wasn't allowed to do their press. I wasn't allowed to do their press release. Anyway, Wrath of the Druids is we finally got a release date. Apparently, it might change. I don't know, but it's the 29th of April, and basically, you're going to be going over to Ireland. You're going to be going and see those druids and you're like, listen, give me your gold, right? Because I need more gold. I need to go through more churches, still more gold so I can make my settlement better.
Is Assassin's Creed Valhalla basically just like a gold mining simulator? That's all you're doing. You just go around, you just want gold.
You find those, because then you can make your settlement better. You've got to make your people's houses better. I've played it.
I got to the bit where you got to England and you made a settlement, and then I turned it off and never turned it back on again. So,
you've done the wrong thing. You should carry on playing. It's a really good game. So I think there's not a lot of details in it, which I think is a good thing. So I like going into these things without knowing too much. But basically, I think there's going to be more cultists. You're going to have to hunt more cultists, which is to do with the main story. It's either going to be that or it's going to be a whole new lot of people you're hunting. But basically, it's going to be hunting a certain number of people and going through that. But it's a whole new map. So you're going to Ireland. So there's going to be more settlements to take down. You're going to be able to visit Dublin, which is going to be like the main city hub, I believe. They've kind of, alluded to that anyway. But yeah, it's going to add a lot more to it. Some very clever people have managed to go into code of the game. So it's not 100% certain, but it looks like there's going to be single-handed swords, which a lot of people was asking for in the game because you didn't get that. You got great swords, but not single-handed swords. And a scythe, which is a really cool weapon. So it's basically like a curved sword. You had one in Origins. And it was a really cool sword. So you could just hit people and you just done loads and loads of combats and it was proper overpowered. But
is it like a Dothraki sword?
Exactly that, yeah. So it's like bent. It's used for like riding on horseback and that and decapitating people. He knows. That's his face when he knows stuff.
This is my no face. This is my
yeah. That's two faces. That we won't get into the other one. There you go. Still reasons to watch YouTube.
Jesus.
So it looks like it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be a whole new game. And if you go on previous trends, it's going to be around about. I think it was like $30 for the DLC. I don't know because I bought the collector's edition, so I haven't got to worry about it. But if we look at it like that, all the other DLCs for the previous games, if you're paying $20, you more or less got about 20 hours gameplay. So hopefully it should be 30, 35 hours.
There's another DLC, wasn't there? And they're like a Paris one.
Yeah. So this is going to be the first one, and then you've got what's it called? I think it's called. Hold on. It's called The Siege of Paris. Okay. But that's not coming. That hasn't got a release date yet. That's just they've just said year. They've said summer. They've said summer.
So when's this one coming out?
29th of April.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be a little bit of time in between. It wouldn't surprise me if they delay it. Yeah, I mean, it's a two big old DLCs. So I think the Siege is going to be even bigger. So I don't know, but they're known for doing that. They're known for bringing out big DLCs. They look at it's one of those games where it's one of a few games now where it's worth getting the season pass or the collector's edition. I paid £68 for mine, but I know I'm going to jump back into it. I've really enjoyed playing it. I think I'll put like 60 hours into the first game. I'm going to put another 30 into it, and then the next one comes out, that's another 20, 30 hours. So it's worth it.
Are you disappointed that you got it on the PS4 now that you have a PS5? Are you?
No, because they probably should sort that out, shouldn't they? Give me some sort of free upgrade. I think that's what PlayStation do, don't they?
There's already a free upgrade. What are you talking about?
You go. See, Brad, you're talking shit. See, so I'm fine.
Talking nonsense.
I was only asking this fucking question.
Jesus. All right, mate. Well,
got to make sure. Just thinking, did I get it for PlayStation? Oh shit! Did I get it for Xbox?
How do you not know what you're
you son of a bitch! I might have got it for Xbox. You know?
Oh, he's made the rookie move of buying something on Xbox.
I did. I got it for Xbox. Fucking son of a bitch. Oh. Yeah, because I was thinking about borrowing it off of you, didn't I? Yeah, but I didn't have a PlayStation 5 at the time, did I?
No. There'll still be an upgrade for Xbox, though.
Yeah, but you haven't got an Xbox. Xbox Series X. So.
Yeah. Nobody's got one of them.
Of course.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway, well, that's my segment done. I'm just considering being a bit sad.
I was going to ask you about how you think it looks on the PS5 and the upgrade, because it looks fantastic.
Don't know. Brad, can I borrow it?
No. Oh, shit. Well, you want to buy this?
Yeah. Can I borrow that?
No.
You're going to lose your save, by the way.
Yeah, I know. And my season pass and the £60 I spent on that game. I might as well just play it on. I'll play on Xbox. I'll let you know. The graphics are really good on Xbox, though, to be fair. So I can imagine on PlayStation 5, they're fucking mind-blowing.
Yeah,
if any of our listeners have played it on PlayStation, just leave a comment down below, tag me in it, and then just say, you waste man, you didn't get it on PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So how does the story end? Do you reckon it's going to continue the main story when the DLC, or is it going to be a separate thing? Or
I think it's going to be a separate thing. The thing with the cultists, it was kind of never really entangled in the main story anyway. Though you kind of did close it, but I think it's going to be a completely separate entity. So even if you do if you haven't completed the game, if you jump into it, you can probably just crack on with it straight away. There's going to be like a level cap, like there always is. They always say, don't go over there till you're like level 50, but I reckon you just be able to jump straight into it. Oh, and you're getting a new armor set as well, which is like a god armor.
Okay.
So super powerful. And apparently there's been little clips that when you punch, you get like lightning come out your fists and stuff. So that looks pretty cool.
Okay. Yeah. I see what they're doing there.
I do want to. I say I'll go back to it. I just don't know if I will. But maybe one day.
If you stop playing it, now is definitely the time to get back into it. It's going to take you a little while to get back to used to the combat and stuff. Because I know when I jumped back in it, it took me a while. But
I just can't wait. I just can't wait for like November when I can play Spider-Man Miles Morales. I tell you, I'm excited.
Oh yeah, because the snow. Yeah,
because of Christmas, set of Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas time.
If you lived in Sheffield, you could have played it last week.
Yeah, could have been. I would have been sitting there. Would have been sitting there Friday, but like snowy. I'm going to quickly play that for a bit while it was snowing.
Trying to fucking load it up.
Then step back. No, look forward to playing it. Yeah,
I'm going to jump back into Assassin's Creed. I reckon I'll probably do in the summer. So always I always jump out and then I jump back in and finish it, and I'll definitely do this one.
Yeah, no, it's definitely worth it. It's a brilliant game.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like it. It's great stuff. Bradley Moore, I take it you haven't played it or not interested in Assassin's Creed at all?
Nah.
Is it Destiny? Is it Destiny? Is it?
I am interested, but I just there's too much commitment at the moment. Like, yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah, it's a long game. It's like Jedi Fallen Order. I want to go back to that, but they're just so long.
They're not. Jedi Fallen Order ain't even that long.
It's not long. Yeah, it's quite short.
Not long at all. You fucking liar.
This is why I've been playing the indie games, because they're just like.
To be fair, Brad plays a game that's 3 hours long. Anything over 3 hours is a really long title. It's an RPG. 10 hours. Oh my god.
I remember when me and Brad used to complain about games being 10 hours. Now that's all we fucking play. So
I just don't have time anymore. You know what I mean? It's just.
What do you mean you don't have time?
A busy life.
You work the same hours I do.
Busy life. I've got a long commute as well, so you know.
He's got washing to do. You know, he's got lots of chores.
Long commute. It's just busy. Don't know.
Wow.
Okay, good job you're on a fucking gaming podcast.
I know. Yeah, but I will. Look, listen. No one else is going to play these indie games.
It's true.
I'm here.
He's found his niche, isn't he?
I found my niche. I found my niche. Yeah.
Cool. Bradley Maw, do you want to go next, or shall I?
You go. Go on. I'll go last.
Brady's worrying.
Best for last. Better write something.
Fair enough. Very true.
Look, Sank up.
Anyway, I'm giving my impressions on Monster Hunter Rise. Got released on Friday, and it's a really big game, JRPG game. So if you don't know what Monster Hunter is, it's basically a JRPG, an action JRPG where you basically play as a hunter, and you basically hunt down.
What does JRP stand for our listeners?
Japanese role-playing game.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. I feel like everybody knows what that is. Was that a test for me?
Brad didn't even know.
I totally didn't know what.
Did you not? Oh, I'm fine. I thought that was Anyway, yeah, you basically play as a hunter where you basically got to hunt monsters, and you have various weapons, tools at your disposal, and potions and things you have to create, and it's quite tactical. You can't just go into a boss fight or a monster hunting fight blind. You have to kind of know what the monster's weakness is, and you have to go in with like either tranquilizer or some kind of buff to yourself where you're giving yourself more stamina or health or wherever it is. It's quite tactical. It's quite good. It's quite fun. It's obviously exclusive on the Switch. What is new to Monster Hunter this time is the wire bugs, which are fantastic. I don't know how they never had this before. They're basically little grappling hooks where you basically can grapple yourself along the ground when you're fighting. You can vertically go up. And I think it's obviously been affected by Zelda because they've taken away all the invisible walls, and the open world is completely, you can explore it completely now. There's no mountain you can't climb. You can go wherever you want in the open world, and it's really good. They've also added these Palamute, which are the dogs, and you can basically ride them and they attack enemies and monsters, whatever, alongside you. So they've really changed how you traverse throughout the world and made it a lot faster and easier than what it was with Worlds. I've only ever played Worlds before. It's the only Monster Hunter I've ever played. So I'm kind of new to the franchise. So going into it is always quite daunting because the first 5 hours, all you're going to be doing is reading. Just text after text. There's so many menus. There's so many, and you kind of got to do it because every system is so in depth. You kind of got to know what's going on and where to go. And in the village, there's so many like vendors, like you've got where you can upgrade yourself. So obviously you've got a smithy where you upgrade your armor and your weapons, and there's skill trees, and I don't know. We've
spoke about this before, haven't we? Like sometimes when you start a new game, I remember when I started Cyberpunk, you see the skill trees and it say like the vendors and everything. You kind of like, oh shit! This is daunting. And after a while, obviously, you get used to it. But you say they've been, for 5 hours, like all the text that you have to read.
I couldn't do it.
Maybe I'm over exaggerating, but
is it fun? Is it annoying? Is it
interesting?
Detriment? Yeah, is it interesting? Is it do you mind doing that?
It's not overly interesting, but because I played Worlds, and the problem why I didn't get so deep in Worlds is that I skipped all that. I didn't want to read it, and then I got to a certain point. Yeah, it is a little bit off. And I got to a certain point where it was like, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do it. And I had to start looking it up. And it was like, it took a lot longer to progress because I never read the text at the beginning. So this time I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to hit the bullet, read it all. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly where to go. And then once I've gone over that hill, I can just play the game.
It's got to be short-term fucking boring and shit. Like no one wants to jump into a game and read fucking little crap text, and it is really little text on Monster Hunter, isn't it? It's like
It is a little bit. It's whenever you're new to like an RPG, it's the same as like someone jumped into Destiny right now with all the currencies, all the things to do. It would be a big learning. It would take a couple of hours to learn what to do. Where obviously us, we don't need to read anything. You just know. It's like muscle memory at this stage.
And these games that are so in depth, you get more out of them in the long run. So it's like,
exactly.
It is the initial shitness, but for the greater payoff in the end. But yeah, I'm just not patient enough to fucking go through all that.
Yeah. But no, well,
no, I was going to say maybe could they have done it in a different way to be a bit more engaging, but
people reading those lines instead of me after reading them.
If they do it every game, then everyone, the fans are going to use it anyway. So it is kind of
long-term fans of Monster Hunter, nothing really has changed. It's Monster Hunter. If you know how to play Monster Hunter, you don't really need to read the stuff. So although I was reading it was almost like a recap because I was like, oh, I remember that. I remember how to make that, and I remember that you had to make these like mist stuff where you can like heal yourself, and you can make mist, like you can make bombs, and like you collect certain like plants in the open world or certain creatures, and then you can like craft things. And it was kind of like almost like rejogging my memory because I've already played it and all like the skill trees of how to upgrade stuff. And it's really good. I'm starting to enjoy a little bit more now. I'm doing the actual missions. There are two types of missions. So you've got hub missions and you've got quest missions. Quest missions are like single player, like for the story. Hub missions are almost like multiplayer. So you have like a monster and then 3 other hunters come into your world. So you have the open world and they just join you and then you basically hunt the monster together. And it's quite fun. I did one last night and it was quite good. The wire bugs also, it ain't just for like traversing. You can actually grab onto another monster. So if a monster goes into contact with another monster, you can get on their back and control them and ride them. And you can use that monster to attack the other one.
Well, that would have been handy in Assassin's Creed.
It's quite good. But the multiplayer stuff has been quite fun. It's just more Monster Hunter. I'm really enjoying it. It's really good that it's on the Switch. Obviously, it's portable. I'm just like wake up playing it on the Switch rather than the TV and stuff. So I'm going to unlock more stuff. Obviously, very early in the game. I've only just on the 1-star stuff, and I'm sure as it progresses, I'm going to open more worlds. More maps, and obviously harder monsters and stuff, and it's going to take more tactics because depending on what like the monsters like strengths are, so say for example they're like a dragon breathes fire, you need to make sure you have fire resistance and probably have some kind of water buff to you so you can like you have to go in tactically knowing what the monster.
So each big monster you've really got to set up to go and hunt it. Is that how it works? Or do you just stumble across them and then be like, oh fuck, I'm not.
No. So you know what the monster is you're going, and you'll see its weaknesses, its strengths, and you basically have to you can either go on a expedition and collect the stuff if you don't have it, or you can buy it in like a vendor, and you basically just have to make sure you're prepared. If you don't go in prepared, you will die. It probably takes like 3-4 hits. The monsters are powerful. Like they will kill you if you don't go in unarmed.
And what point of the game do the soldiers get dragged into dimension and they start hunting the monsters? What part does that happen?
Is that a reference to something? I don't know.
The Monster Hunter film. That's the premise of the Monster Hunter film was, wasn't it? They kind of got, it's just.
No
the sheep turn up.
Fucking clue. I have no idea.
It's lost,
sorry, mate. It's lost on me. I didn't even know there was a film.
Oh, bloody hell!
I knew there was a film. I know nothing about it.
Is it only out on Switch?
Yes, Switch exclusive. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And first DLC is going to be next month, I believe, end of April. And they're always quite generous with their DLC. A bit like Assassin's Creed, an RPG. It's like massive expansions. They're huge. So it's like, wow, you've given us like loads of hours already, and then a month later, you've given us even more. So I'm going to continue playing it. And obviously, the more you level up, obviously your weapons and that have like abilities like lightning and fire, and you have like and stuff like that. So no, it's only going to get better as I get on further into the game. And
you playing on your own or with anyone else?
I play by myself at the moment. My friend Christian should be getting it, or he's got it already. I haven't played with him yet. I've just been playing. What did you do? I did see.
Little violin there.
Yeah, I've been playing multiplayer with other people. It seems to be a lot more easier to play with other people. Like I said, you just go into the hub mission and you just start it and it just randomly match makes you with other people automatically. I feel like with Worlds, it was more difficult. I can't remember, but I always felt like I couldn't find anybody, or you had to request for someone else to join you and they had to accept it, if you know what I mean. Where this seems to just match make you in with other people. So
is it one of them where you could really go in up against something really prepared, or is it always going to be this is going to be a tough battle? Like, say if you went out, could you go out into the world and find some really good armor and then start taking on the monsters, or is it always going to be like, right, this is going to be quite a push to kill this thing?
Always going to be a little bit of a challenge, I think, but certainly as soon as you. Depends on what your star level. So you obviously your rank. There's a lot of stats, and then obviously each enemy is stanked like by stars. Yeah. So if you're obviously doing a lot underpowered and you're more overpowered, you could probably go in with no tactics, and you're probably going to just kill it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it depends on the rank of the monster versus your stats and what kind of buff you got. But whatever rank you are, I reckon the monster would still do a lot of damage to you.
And is it kind of capped through the story? So say you can only get so high this far in the story, or could you just go off and then level up and then go to the story level?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Say like it's sort of like as if I was doing an example, say like Pokemon, you can keep training your team up to be really high power and then take on the gyms, or is it always going to be like you're only ever going to be a certain power level before you take on these monsters? You're never going to be able to get well powerful, then take them on.
Yeah, no, I do get you mean. No, you can get more powerful. So you can you don't have to do the quest missions. You don't have to do the hub missions. Training. You can just go off and explore the world, collect things. You can just explore the open world, and all the monsters are just there in the world. And you can just kill them, or you can collect things. You can upgrade yourself as much as you wanted to. You can upgrade your companions. So obviously you got a dog that you can obviously ride. You can upgrade all their skill tree. You have the cat. What's the cat called? Palicone.
I'm in. I'll play it. I'm in.
Yeah, you have like a cat companion. Mine's like a healer. I've got it as like you can set it to either attacking or support. And mine's a healer, so it throws like health buffs to me. But from my health is low, he like chases me, follows me around and stuff. It's very Japanesey.
Okay, cool.
But it's good. It's fun.
That sounds good. No, I've never played one, so
I would give it a go. If you both download it or buy it, I think it's £50.
I'm out.
On the Nintendo store. So yeah, give it a download and we'll all play together. You can certainly play through together.
I'm not being rude, but Amazon's let me know someone's going to be coming to my door in a minute. So I'm just going to like hide myself and then going to go open the door, and I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
So, all right, mate. Just press the little camera button. There we go. There you go.
I'll be back.
Okay, now. No, it sounds like a really good game. Sounds like something I'd be interested in playing. I don't know. I might wait for it to go down a little bit. Only like 40 quid. But
I don't see it going down in price.
Oh, really? No. I've got some other bits to finish first, and I might give it a go because I really do want to pick up my Switch again.
Sure. Yeah. Now, this is a reason to pick up the Switch. It's like, wow, I'm playing a real in-depth JRPG on the Switch. And I know The Witcher was on it and stuff. But no, this is really good. It's not only as good as Worlds, they've also improved on it. And it was kind of like Worlds was kind of like, because it was on PS4 and Xbox, it was kind of like, wow, they've really pushed it because it's not on the 3DS, which is obviously holding it back.
Yeah.
But this going back onto Nintendo console is not held it back. Anything, they've enhanced it. So it's really impressive. And having it portable, it's like, wow. I haven't tried it on the TV yet.
This would be a good game to play on the new Switch when it comes out then.
Yeah.
With a better resolution and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'd love to be into it. Like the idea of it is brilliant. The idea, but it's just the effort to start with is so daunting. But
it certainly helps if you know someone like for example, because I know what I'm pretty much doing. I can kind of guide you through, if you know what I mean. It's a bit like if someone started Destiny now, it would make it a lot easier if they played with you because you'll be like, go here, go there, and
I did play Worlds. I did play Worlds for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
I can't remember most of it, and I did kind of just shortcut and skip a lot of text. And I was that person. I was like, oh fuck it, let's just go.
Yeah, I did the same. The same.
I jumped in with some mates, and we took on a few monsters, fouled and got one down, and it was going really well. But then we just couldn't really keep up, and it just fizzled out.
Quickly. It's a lot. There's a lot to do there, which is good. Like in terms of value for money, like we're saying, it's £50, but the amount of hours you could play it for years and years. It's just your single game. Like there's hundreds of hours there, and the expansions are normally, I don't want to say they're free, but they normally are. I think they are free, and they're normally as big, if not bigger, than the base game. So they're like really generous with like their DLC and stuff. So it's like, wow, this game. And go back to what you said, Ash, where you said you'll wait for it to be on discount. The reason why I say it probably won't be just because Switch games don't really go on sale, do they?
Nintendo games still hold their value. I think I saw Luigi's Mansion a little while ago, and that was still like 45 quid. And that come out. That's the only JRP I've ever played, mate. I'll tell you now.
I think Zelda Breath of the Wild is still 60.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, no, it generally is, which is mad, isn't it?
But you understand why? Like, why would they drop it? It's Zelda Breath of the Wild. So, that's why I'm not really hopeful that it's going to drop in price, because it's going to be a very big, probably their biggest game this year, likely. They like to bring out one big game each year, and it's probably going to be it.
Yeah.
Cool. Destiny time, Destiny.
Right. So, what has been happening in Destiny? So we've had had an update this week. The story is sort of wrapped up for this season. So I was going to talk about the story a little bit, which is cool. Some of the best storytelling in any season in Destiny, I think.
I think so also. It's been brilliant.
Yeah, it's been absolutely excellent. And they said they were going to start getting better with their narrative in game, and it's good to see that they really, really are delivering on that front. Yeah. So what else has been happening? Yeah, stasis has been nerfed. So I will talk about the story. Hello. But yeah, you're on mute still, Brad.
Brad, you're on mute, you dick.
I know, I was joking around. I was doing a bit.
It's a good bit. There was a patch. So Stasis, that icy ability, has been crying out for a nerf since it was released. People hated it. People said it wasn't fun, especially in a competitive environment in the Crucible. Getting frozen and then just shot, that just narrows that skill gap, because you could be much better than the person you're trying to shoot at, but you're frozen stiff. And they have nerfed it quite heavily, and people are happy. People are really happy that it's been nerfed into the ground. And it seems to be playing through really well. So that's a success. That's a win.
Can you still use this stasis ability? And what's the difference between what it was and what it is now?
So there's some... Right, so for example, some of the pain points were there was a grenade type called Duskfield Grenade, I think, and you'd chuck it, and there'd be an icy dome, that sort of transparent icy dome would appear, and it would suck you inside of it. So if you were like just outside or whatever, it would suck you inside. You'd be slowed right down, so you couldn't aim your gun, and after about 2 seconds, you'd literally froze stiff. So basically, if you throw that grenade, it goes near anyone, you're fucked. Yeah, it pulls you in, you're still. So like these grenades are just flying around everywhere, and everyone's just like, oh, well, I'm fucked. You just put your controller down and just wait to be shotgunned to the face. So what they've done is they've massively reduced the draw distance. They've reduced the slow speed, so your movement is slowed, but your ADS is still there, and it takes longer to actually freeze, so you're just slowed for longer. So they've really dialed it back to be less powerful, and more in line with the other subclass grenades, which are still grenades, so they can still kill you. And just generally speaking, the freeze time, before you'd freeze and you were fucked for like 5 seconds, which is just too long. Anyone can run up to you and shoot you. Now, most of the abilities, you're frozen for a lot quicker, so you've actually got a chance to get out of it and fight.
Where's the time that? Is it 2 seconds, 1 second? I think it's 2.
It depends on where it comes from, but generally it's I think there's a bit of a range depending on the ability, but it feels definitely a lot closer to 2. But it wasn't fun. I'm a bit bummed out because I was one of those sweaty cunts who used it, but I think
it didn't ever bother me at all because I never really got affected by stasis. It wasn't until I think last weekend, just before it got the nerf.
And everyone was let's make the most of it.
I played a game where everybody on the enemy team had it, and it was fucking horrible. Everybody had a shotgun and everybody had stasis, and I just died over and over again. It was couldn't wait, and it's brilliant.
Yeah. It was one of those things where if you can't fight it, use it. That's not the phrase, is it? You know what I mean?
Can't beat them, join them.
That's the one.
Who dares wins.
So, and as a result, just everyone was using it. Everyone, but literally, we've got Iron Banner this week, and probably about 1 in 6 people are using it, which is balanced. That's what you'd expect with the amount of subclasses we've got. So it's good. It's done its job. So that's good. Story. I made some notes. So it's been unbelievable storytelling in Season of the Chosen. It's been really good. It started off, there was a lot of character development with Prince Aldrin, who was the big protagonist in Forsaken a couple of years back. So he was the one who shot and killed K6, so massive enemy. Forsaken was a massive revenge mission to take him out and kill him, which we did. And then later on in the year, we saw a cutscene where he was revived as a guardian. So in Destiny lore, when you're sort of mortal and you die, you can be revived by the light, which is those little floaty ghost things. And as you revive, you lose all your memory. You're now a guardian. You're a slave to the light power, if you wish, and you're just, you know, you're now a new being as a guardian. And Prince Aldrin was revived and is now a guardian and has sort of been in hiding because he still shares the same face as this villain. And yeah, he sort of came back last season. And his character has really, really developed. It's just been incredible storytelling, pretty much. So we had, on a side note, we had the Empress Keitel, who was the daughter of Callus, who's the emperor of the Cabal, one of the dinosaur fucking rhinoceros enemy races. So she
don't know where you was going with that. Jesus,
patched
together. Yeah.
So Keitel come down and arrived, asked Guardians to bow, and Zavala, the commander, to bow to her, to which we said no, and that started off a season.
No.
Yeah, no, bow, no. And that started off a seasonal activity called the Proving Grounds, where we went in and sort of fight against the Cabal. And yeah, it was really good. So Crow, this character who sort of came back as a Guardian, who's been hidden from Zavala and the Vanguard because of who he was, has sort of been working on the side, trying to help us in disguise. He got some information that some of the Scions on Nessus were able to pull information from the Vex, and had foreseen assassination attempt on Commander Zavala. So he wanted to do what he could to help the Vanguard and make things right because of everything that he did before. So yeah, he gave us that intel, and we went out to kind of put a stop to it. The Crow, there was a really good cutscenes as well, where the Crow literally warned Zavala about an assassination attempt. Zavala turned around and thought he saw Crow, but he put it down to a hallucination. He thought it can't be, Prince Aldrin is dead, and and then what happened next? Yeah, basically towards the end, towards the end, it all comes to an end, and fucking Keitel takes us into the Proving Ground, which is a new strike that we get this week, which is brilliant, where we have to fight a champion, basically. And if we lose, we have to bow to the Cabal, and Zavala ends up with a seat on this enemy race, which just couldn't happen. But if we win, Keitel packs up and leaves, and we have a truce and a sort of alliance as such. So we go into this strike, and obviously we absolutely destroy the strike boss. He's absolutely melted.
This is the new strike, right?
That's the new strike, yeah.
Which is awesome. It's really good.
Yeah. This new strike is brilliant. They've really sort of nailed it, haven't they, with this bit of content? They I really like how open it is. It's going to be the Nightfall next week, and it's just real big open rooms, big tanks.
It's like in a factory, I want to say. It feels like it's a factory. Is it a factory? It's like a Cabal factory.
It's on a giant Cabal tank, but it's like a massive. It's not like a tank. It's like a huge planet
tank. It's not a tank. It's a huge tank.
Yeah.
Think of a tank, and you think of a huge tank. That's it.
Think of the Death Star, biggest tank I know.
Yeah, true, very true. So yeah, we storm that, we kill the champion, Keitel's chosen one, and we prove ourselves, and then there's a brilliant scene. So the season all wraps up, where Keitel sort of declares that, she sort of says, all right, peace, we'll leave it there. I'll go back, I'll leave things alone. And there's another assassination attempt on Zavala, and a Scion aims his gun, suppresses his ghost, which means he's now vulnerable to die, and Crow sort of jumps in front and chops the Scion that's about to shoot him, and it's a big sort of moment. His mask falls off, so it's revealed that he was Aldrin all along, this massive enemy, and Zavala sort of looks down and realizes that, oh shit, it's him, holds his hand out.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah, and there's a lovely little image of him putting his hand out to sort of pick him up from the ground, which was such a conscious mirror image of Prince Aldrin pointing the gun to Cade, And it's like the storyline doing a whole reversal where he's been accepted back into the Vanguard. And basically there's a group of pissed off Scions that are obviously trying to take out the Vanguards, and that's sort of setting up some protagonists for future seasons. They've sort of gone by the wayside, but it wasn't Keitel, but because she lost, she's gone. And that's my long-winded summary of this season in Destiny, really. So sorry about that, everyone. But is it like, I can't really do it justice. I think going from where we were in Destiny 1, where the storyline was just, you had to do a lot of reading. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that bit.
Dinklebot.
It's all right, wasn't he? His voice acting was so bad, though. I've said it before.
No, it's brilliant.
Oh.
He was like, I am Peter Dinklage.
He's definitely funny.
Dinklage bot.
Dinklebot. I thought that's something else.
I think he was probably just, while he was in his trailer, while he was filming Game of Thrones, just on the phone. Your Guardian now. Brought you back.
Yeah. How much money am I getting?
Defend me while I hack this computer, and I'll just repeat that 50 times. That was it.
I think that was what was happening. Yeah, it was bad. You listened to Side by Side because they went back and changed all the dialogue for Ghost after I think it was Taken King come out, and it was done a lot better. It's Nolan North do the Ghost now. He does, doesn't he? Nolan North, I think.
He did Cade.
It's bloody everywhere, that bloke.
No, it was Cade, wasn't he?
It was Cade after what's his face left.
Nathan Fillion.
Yes.
No, but Nolan North does Ghost as well. I'm sure he does Ghost as well.
Does he? Okay, fair enough. He does everything. Yeah, Nathan Drake, the lot.
Yeah.
Cool. No, I really enjoyed the story in this season. I think it's been really good. Like you said, it's some of the strongest elements of the season has been the story, which you don't really associate with Destiny. It's more just about the gameplay, and they've really managed to give us really good missions like the Passage and I quite like the Proving Grounds as a seasonal content activity. The new Strike is good. And I've really enjoyed it. It's really good.
It just makes it so much, rather than just being a mindless shooter, like when they're putting this story in game and there's real motivations to the things that you're doing, it definitely makes for a better gameplay experience. And
absolutely,
they've always struggled. They always did struggle with the storytelling in Destiny. It was relying on external lore and
Grimoire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they've made a real conscious effort to bring it. And there is still that lore. There's still tons of lore outside the game for the lore heads, but they've just they've upped the cutscenes. They've upped the
There was a moment where I generally thought Zavala was going to die. I was like, really? They're going to kill Zavala? Because as soon as they shot his ghost and then you see the light go out in him, and obviously he's now vulnerable, and obviously got all these fucking Cabal aiming at him. I was like, shit, they're going to kill the main guy.
It's really tense. Yeah.
But it was it didn't happen.
I only got one question because I don't really know what's going on. But this Audrey geezer or whatever his name is.
Audrey,
him.
Yeah.
Is he, when he come back, did he have all his memories of being a bad guy before?
No.
So he's getting judged on his appearance.
He didn't know what was happening. Yeah, he was out on the outskirts of the city, last city, getting spat on, getting kicked about. He got when he was a guardian. There was a Titan held him in a cave and just repeatedly killed him, because as a guardian you revive, right? That's the premise of the game.
Because you got that moon thing in it.
Ghost.
Is it the moon? Oh, the ghost. Right,
you're talking about the Traveller. Yeah, that moon.
Yeah,
thing.
Talking about the Traveller.
That powers the light.
The bood thing.
Yeah, the moon thing. Yeah,
the ghost
he brings you back to life.
Yeah. There was some Titan that was just killing him over and over and over again. It sounds like he had an horrible time.
Mate.
Poor sod. But he had no memory of why. He knew he did something bad, didn't know what it was. And eventually he sort of learned and tried to undo it. And now, he's obviously going to play a really pivotal role in the game going forward.
It's known as the Crow now.
Yeah.
The Crow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Nice. Does he still have a cool mask?
No, I'm guessing the mask is gone now. Well, it's gone because he got revealed by the Vanguard.
Has he got a hood on? I feel like he's got a hood on still.
Yeah. Because he's a hunter. They all wear cloaks, don't they, hunters?
Yeah, he's a hunter now. He's replaced Cade. The Liberty killed him and then replaced him.
That's the Vanguard code. Whoever kills the Hunter Vanguard replaces the Hunter Vanguard.
That's like Highlander.
It's written in the law.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
It would be quite funny if the Scion that was shooting Zavala, then you then saw him as like the the Titan Vanguard. You just saw him in the tail just standing there with his sniper like, I'm Mel the Vanguard. That would have been hilarious. Yeah.
I don't get this, actually. I don't
get this, no. I'm
smiling.
I'm like, yeah, Vanguard, yeah.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Yeah. So
toys.
There we go. It's sort of reading back that narrative for the season. It's probably just sound a bit confusing. Probably confuse people more than.
The worst part is that the season doesn't end until May, and it's kind of done now. So
yeah, it's pretty much wrapped up. Got Guardian games.
April's going to be a rough month.
Yeah, but Audrey could turn out to be bad again. You never know. You have no idea.
Audrey.
I know his name's not Audrey, but I'm going with Audrey.
Right.
Next thing you know, Audrey takes off his mask. Different geezer. He's the moon. The moon. The moon's the bad guy.
He's got a mover ahead.
Yeah.
That would be a plot twist. Yeah.
Shit, son. Then you have to wait till next season. Find out what the moon's going to do.
Christ. Glad Ashley's not writing the fucking story.
You know it just. If I was writing it, it just turned into Red Dead in space.
If he wasn't the moon, he was a moomin.
He's a moomin.
One of those weird. No, that's a clanger. Moomin are those like weird white like hippo things. It's a French cartoon. Do you know Moomins?
Oh yeah, I remember.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Do you remember
He's
Moomins?
a moomin.
Are you making this up?
I'm gonna Google Moomin. Moo.
Reese, insert an image of a moomin.
I don't know. I'm going to Google one first before agreeing to do it.
I'll show you. Look, this is a moomin.
Oh my god! And if you can get good at,
oh fucking hell!
That's a very good picture, Brad.
Oh,
that one there. Look,
is that some weird 70s?
Show.
Yeah.
Show it again. Talk, Brad. It's in your
moomin.
picture.
That is the. I think it's French. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moomin.
Imagine he takes his hood off and he's just a moomin.
And he's just a moomin.
That's such a random reference. Wow. It's unbelievable. Wow. I feel like we're going off rails.
I think people love them. I think people really do like moomins, though.
Do they? To moomins.
Yeah.
Because I said the moon man.
I used to work with a woman and she had a calendar of the moomins. And I was like, moomins? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, nice. And I walked off.
Booby? Jesus, that could have been a very different conversation. Trip to HR. Anyway, what have we been playing? I take it Brad hasn't played anything more than Maquette?
Nope. One and done.
I've not been playing a lot, but I've been watching a lot of the Moomins. No, I've been playing No Man's Sky some more. And believe it or not, I've done a lot of it, and I'm like, don't know what else to do now. And I know that sounds unrealistic, but I've done a lot. I'm a multi-billionaire.
Endlessly expanding. You have run out of things to do.
I'm a multi-billionaire. I've got the ship I wanted to get. I'm just like that. I've built the base I want. I'm like that. Could train some animals, but that's long, innit?
Try and find some moomins.
Oh, moomins, yeah. Moomin. Yeah, because the planets.
Mount their heads on your wall. Find a moomin.
Jesus.
This week's episode sponsored by Moomins. But no, yeah, I've been playing No Man's Sky. Like I say, I've done a lot of that. I've got the gun I wanted to get. That took like 4 hours to find that bastard multi-tool, because you keep having to go into. I had to put a thing on my ship that told me where the rich systems were. Went to each one of them. Eventually found the gun I wanted, just bought it. Yeah, but yeah. I've been playing that. Playing a bit more of Days Gone. I still haven't completed that. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Are you enjoying Days Gone? Is that why you're not enjoying it? Is that why you don't just finish it? Or
I think what it is again, no, it's a good game, but you're like, oh, that fucking horde's a pain in the arse, isn't it? And now I've got to go around trying to get all this stuff together and hopefully kill it. And if I don't kill it, then I've got to go around all again trying to get all this stuff together to try and kill it again. Because those hordes are mental, and I really like the idea of having a horde because they're fucking massive, and you're like, oh, there's no way I'm killing them. They're all bastards running towards you. And when you do finally get it down to a small group, and you're like, oh, this is great, I've just got to pick them off, and it pops up that you've done it. It's great, but when you get down to a couple and then you end up getting killed, you're like, fuck me, that's another 3 hours that's going to take to kill that bloody thing.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's kind of a kick in the nuts, and you're like, oh, I'm going to play some No Man's Sky, go hunt cobalt, go mine for cobalt for a couple of hours, go sell it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Bradley, go on.
I was saying to say I haven't been playing anything, but I did watch something yesterday.
Okay.
First 3 episodes on Amazon Prime of Invincible, which is a Robert Kirkman comic.
Yeah.
I was always meant to pick the comic up, but I never did. Obviously, Robert Kirkman who done Walking Dead. It's an animated series. It's about superheroes. J.K. Simmons does the voice of Omni-Man, which is basically Superman.
Who's J.K. Simmons? What do I know him from?
What's his name? J. Jonah Jameson from Spider-Man.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool. That's cool.
He's Omni-Man, and it's really good. Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes last night, and I was like, yeah, this is good. It's it's not like some, it's not your grandparents' superheroes. There's this blood and guts, and and obviously there's like their version of the Flash, their version of Batman, their version of Wonder Woman, and it's you should watch it. It's as I say, first 3 episodes Amazon Prime, new episodes every Friday. Really good. And also a good film as well. What's a good film called The King of Staten Island? It's funny.
Bill Burr's in that?
Bill Burr's in it, yeah. Bill Burr and Pete Davidson. Really, it's really funny. Yeah, he's I don't know.
I've not seen it, but I know Bill Burr's in it.
Got just tuned into my sense of humor, and I just thought it was really good. So if you
okay, cool,
give that a watch as well.
Well, we've been watching this week, I guess. We'll change the segment to what you've been watching.
Yeah, we should. Because I've watched something as well. Sorry, it's just me and Brad's segment now. We just jump back from
go
Bros.
Yeah.
No, I've already watched it once, but I rewatched it again last night because it's a really good film. Ready Player One. Don't know if any of you have seen that.
I never watched it.
I'll tell you what. It seemed like it was a bit of a kiddies film. Really good film. Really good. Yeah. And there's so many references to video games, obviously, because they live in that universe. Really good film. Watch it. I'll tell you, watch it and then talk about it next week.
I know what you have been watching. Obviously, Ashley has been watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
No, I haven't. No, to be fair to you, I even saw it yesterday. I went on it. Then I carried on scrolling, and I found Ready Player One, and I watched that for 3 hours.
You're a fucking knob. You're not. I don't know why you are watching.
I don't want to get into 14 seasons.
They're only 20-minute episodes. They're 20-minute episodes.
What, busy schedule.
20-minute episodes.
Busy schedule, mate.
No.
Washing to do.
That's hilarious.
I don't know what this recurring joke is. I had to put some washing on. I don't know. This is what you do in the adult world.
All right, mate. All right, Grandpa.
It's the fact that you're busy and the reason why you can put washing on. Anyway, now we're doing what we've been watching. I started watching Lost this week.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Well, I was actually thinking about rewatching them all because my partner, I think we started watching them once before. She got like series 2 and then she stopped watching them. So I was thinking about rewatching them again because I haven't watched them since like when they come out.
All right. Well, start watching them, catch up, and we'll have a little weekly update of what's happening in Lost.
Lost,
Lost,
that keep people on the edge of their seats.
What was going to happen next?
I looked it up.
You got.
Bradley Moore's dream come true. We're doing a segment about Lost. He's been waiting for this.
How far are you into it, Reese?
Episode 8.
I've watched episode 8. See any smoke going around anywhere? Or
someone blazing on the island?
No,
not yet. No, definitely
not heard of like a noise like nothing like that.
There's a movement. There's a movement on the island.
They're moving, all right.
There's a movement. He's loose. He's angry.
I'm waiting for the Traveller to turn up, the big fucking moon, Guardian.
The big moon.
That's the only reason why Bradley Moore clearly likes it. It's got to be some destiny.
It makes sense.
No, it's good. It's good. It's a good series. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's not though, is it? It's politically proclaimed for being awful at the end.
No, it's not.
No,
it really is.
Right. I think it's right.
Right, okay. All right. We'll let Reese decide when he finally gets there.
Yep. I've got how many seasons? 6, 7? 6. Cool.
People didn't understand the ending, didn't like the ending.
We all know that ending was rubbish. And he's like, everything he does, he's like, how do I end it? Oh no. Oh fuck. Not me mind. But yeah, he's just like, oh no, I
Ash was just going to go, there's the ending, bang, just
I was about to, and I didn't.
Pretty sure you've not even watched it, Ash.
I have, I watched it.
You didn't watch it with me.
I didn't watch it at 4:00 in the morning or whenever it came out because I had college.
No,
I did watch it afterwards.
This was back in the day, I was watching.
I was at college at the time. I was a college mate. I remember it. I've watched it and it's awful.
You watched it with someone else, didn't you?
No, riffs happen. This is riffs. Family riffs.
Well, it's all coming out like 10 years later.
Yeah.
We kept that from you. Anyway, the only thing I've been playing other than Monster Hunter and Destiny this week is Avengers. I've been plugging away trying to get the plat. So, yeah.
Are you near it or?
Closer. There's no tracking. It's annoying. It's kind of like do 50 missions in challenge free or collect and open this many loot boxes. And because there's no tracking, I don't know if I'm close or not, but I must be because I've done a lot of them. I could be 1 away. I could be 10 away. I don't know. But yeah, I'm close to a lot of them and I will get a plat fairly soon.
Okay.
I just need to keep doing it. Cool.
I haven't got a list day in gaming this week or a list week.
Bradley Maw didn't say what he's been playing or watching. Just went over him.
Sorry, Brad. I just thought he kind of just been playing Destiny.
Poor little bastard. Poor little bastard's just sitting there, just waiting for his turn to speak.
I played something else this week.
What else did you play?
I played the Outriders demo this week, which I'm a week behind everyone else. But I did fire it up.
Yeah. Any good?
Yeah. Similar to your thoughts. It was all right, but yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I see trailers for it, and I know it's going to be on Game Pass, so I can just play it when it comes out. But it just doesn't.
Yeah, it didn't grab me. I wasn't buzzing to get back in. It was all right.
Really bothered.
No.
Maybe I'll boot up the Xbox, blow the dust off of it. But
you got to plug it back in first.
Yeah, still
find the fucking wires.
Still in the same place as where it was last week, just sitting there looking sad.
In the bin, in the trash.
Yeah,
it wasn't bad, but it just didn't grab me. It's the gunplay is quite good, and the abilities are good, and I'd be intrigued to try the other abilities, see what they're all about, and I'm sure they are fun. But yeah,
I'm on the fence with it.
Yeah,
I'm going to see how it reviews. It reviews quite highly, and people saying there's a really good story end game because it's hard to tell with these games, isn't it? How much is there and how much you can play it, but. Like you said, the gunplay is good enough. It's not amazing. It's good enough. And the abilities come back so quickly. Like it's like a 30 seconds, like they recharge in like 30 seconds. So you constantly got your abilities. And if you like kind of Diablo and games like that, you play with friends, you'll have a good time. But,
yeah. We still haven't all played Destruction All Stars, have we?
No. I thought you were too busy, mate, doing washing.
Well,
yeah.
I
think I might have some washing on if we've got to play that. I've got some washing I need to do as well.
Yeah. All right.
You're so funny. This is why you all stink because you don't wash your clothes.
Oh no, he's figured it out.
Christ.
But I would really recommend everyone watch that Invincible. It's really good.
I've seen it.
That does sound quite good.
I'm saying I've seen it. I watched the first 5 minutes and then turned it off.
Reese isn't thinking it's good.
End of episode 1, something happens at the end of episode 1, and you're like, Jesus Christ. I was watching it in bed last night on my iPad, and I was like, she's
heavy, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
the reason why I turned it off, it wasn't because I wasn't enjoying it. It was because I was playing Monster Hunter, and I thought, I'll just put that on in the background, and I can play Monster Hunter. Yeah, and I realised I need to watch it rather than not, and then I never. And then I watched Falcon. Then I've been watching Lost because Brad will be on my neck if I don't. So yeah, I haven't had time to do anything else.
You got another 5 months of Lost yet?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I thought I've got to go through this. I got time to start something different.
Yeah, all for the rubbish ending.
Yeah,
exactly.
Thank you for putting me through this.
No. I need to. I'll tell you something about the ending near the time that might help set your expectations. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Cool. All right. Anyway,
is that fair?
Series?
Yeah, get some whole licks.
Okay. So sorry, but my there isn't this day in gaming because nothing kind of come out, and there's no this week in gaming because there's nothing really getting released either. We didn't mention it earlier on, but Back for Blood has been delayed till October, which is obviously another delay. So I'm trying to find the page where the new release games are. All I can find is pictures of Moomins. There's only one. Yeah, there's one game coming out this week called Narita Boy, Switch, PC, Xbox.
Oh yeah, I know about
that. I haven't. There's no point going to.
Well, go buy Monster Hunter Rise if you got a Switch.
And you get Steelbook.
I've got a little tally chart of the the scores so far. Ash, as I said, Ash got one. Brad's got one. Reese has got one.
What does that? Does it say my name? You don't spell.
No, it says prick. So yeah, that's. I'll keep that safe.
There's no P in Reese, but all right.
Yeah.
Maybe dyslexic, but all right.
Hopefully next week there'll be something.
Outriders, of course, is also coming out next week, the 1st of April. So we're waiting for reviews and on the fence. But yeah, if you're interested, go pick that up. I did look at the Metacritic score for Monster Hunter Rise. I'll wait until next week for the final thing because it can change. But it's on 87 currently on Metacritic. Okay. Bradley Maw is the closest because he's on 80. He just says 86. So
what did I say?
You said something ridiculous. So it's not even worth mentioning.
What did I say?
You said 83.
83? That's not that bad.
What did I say?
Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's Bradley Seeley said 86.
Oh.
Bradley Moore said 91. Yeah, sorry. Take that back.
Oh, Brad. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I said 89. So
I just need that to plummet a little bit and I'll be winning.
I can see it going down to 86. I reckon Bradley Seeley's got this one, but yeah, we'll see.
Damn it.
Okay, cool.
I think now it's our weekly discussion of a program we're watching, and that program is Winter Soldier and Falcon.
And Summer Boy.
Yeah. Spoilers. If you're continuing past this point, as always, we'll probably get a little update where Bradley Moore is on the MCU. And hopefully one day he can actually participate in these in this
He's
thing.
got so much catching up to do.
I know, he's got to watch WandaVision, yeah?
I like doing my little separate section, get my little me time talking about Marvel Universe.
You need like a jingle. You need a jingle, mate. Yeah. If you have your own segment, you have to have a jingle.
Yeah. All right. Brad's Marvel Moments. That's what it's called.
Yep. That's a jingle.
Days.
That's a jingle.
That's good days.
Literally a jingle.
Where are you anyway?
I've watched Thor Ragnarok this week. I've watched Infinity War, and I've watched The Wasp, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
The Wasp. Completely different.
I did watch The Wasp.
Outside the window.
Nice.
Lost reference.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, so for those who don't know, I've never watched Marvel Universe before. I've sort of got into it when we started reviewing WandaVision.
Marvel Virgin.
Need to, absolutely need to go back and start watching them.
Many of the Marvel people.
It's funny his journey going from watching WandaVision episode 1, thinking Marvel is just some weird 50s, 60s sitcom, and thinking, texting me like, he literally texted me going, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. I think
so now watching the whole of MCU. It's
to be fair, I think everyone who was into Marvel who watched episode 1 of WandaVision was also probably texting what
I was fucking fuming.
I just couldn't believe people are into this. What's happening here? That's very odd. But yeah, anyway, right. Thor Ragnarok. Fucking hell, what a film!
I told you.
So
love
good.
That one. Favorite one.
I told you. Ash is the only one. He called it.
Told you. Everybody else slates it. One. Everyone slates it. I'll say it's good.
Yeah. Don't listen to the hype. Yeah. Massive.
No, it was really funny. Really good storyline. Just love the scenery. It was all very different as well. Like the location was cool. Everything about it. Really good getting Hulk back in. I love what's his name who plays Hulk now?
The actor?
Yeah.
Mark
I was going to say Brad's good with names.
The Gruffalo. He's brilliant. I love him. He's such a legend.
Yeah, no, it's a good. There's a lot of comedy in that one, with Thor and Banner and the Hulk. And, it's just Korg, obviously Korg.
Korg is hilarious. Korg is the funniest guy.
When he's talking to Loki and he comes out, piss off, Ghost.
Yeah.
It's like the freaky circle when he's talking about a freaky circle. It's like a normal circle, but like a freaky circle.
Yeah.
Hi, new Doug. Yeah, no.
He's not dead. He's not dead, guys.
He's still alive.
Oh yeah, he's holding the finger.
I just felt really bad, so I just carried his body around.
That's supposed to be a New Zealand accent.
Yeah, all right.
It sounded more South African.
Oh, Christ. So salty today.
Very close.
Go put some washing on.
Put washing on, mate. Go put some washing on.
Continue on.
Infinity War, just epic, so good. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I can't believe
happens there, does it?
I can't believe the ending of Infinity War. Just absolutely mind blown. And now I see why you told me to watch the Wasp, Ant-Man and the Wasp. After, because I guess either way round would have been okay, and it would have been like more of a hindsight. Oh, that's why. But it's probably better this way around because you're like, fuck.
Oh no! Now what's going to happen?
Classic. I think my favorite scene, well, one of my favorite scenes in Infinity War is when they're having the battle in Wakanda, and then you see like the light, like the I don't know what it's called. What's it called? The teleportation. Bifrost, yeah. And then Thor's coming. Yeah. And then he just goes fucking mad.
It is
with Rocket Groot.
Yeah. It is an absolute mash of fucking space magic and abilities, and it's just fucking shit going off over it. Like it's actually a clusterfuck of wizardry. Like
there's three different. There's three different battle. Like is it 3 different fights or is it 2?
No, because you got the one on the planet. You got the one further away.
You got the one on Titan, the planet's Titan. Yeah,
and like when Peter Parker's vanishing.
That fucking nearly made me have a tear in my eye. Tell you now.
I think that was the best fight. Is the one on Titan with Thanos when he's bringing down a fucking moon and a planet. It's like, holy shit,
unbelievable. And all those Avengers that were there just doing everything to tie down this one guy to take off his glove. Just everything all coming together like just
Star-Lord.
And they nearly had it, and Star-Lord fucked it. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, but he's an emotional man. Yeah, but he loved her. He loved her.
Yeah. You just knew he was going to fuck it as well. You just knew it was like, oh, here we go, prick. So now I've just got to slog through.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky. You can go from that film to Endgame. It's like boom. Yeah. We had to wait so long for that, and we was like, what's going to happen? You can just slot that, just press go.
I got Captain Marvel first, but then
don't worry about it. Shit.
I might just watch that quickly. Skip it. Double skip.
Watch it. Might as well.
We went to watch Endgame at a midnight screening in Devon, me and Ashley, and he got into a fight with someone.
That's a story. What happened?
It's just like some bloke. We didn't know like you had to. We already had tickets booked, and like you had to queue up to go to a stand like a till to get your tickets printed out. But we thought we could we saw these people queuing. I was like, these fucking mugs. Let's go to a ticket. The one on the machines they print out. Obviously, they turned them all off. And some bloke just making a comment about like we'll queue in here or something, and Ashley just didn't take kindly to it. And
I was tired, and I just wanted to watch the film.
And I thought we're gonna never get into a fight in the middle of all these geeks and in the middle of Devon. So
I brought a passion. I brought a passion to that film.
So, I'll end your game, mug.
Yeah, exactly. That's one of the lines I said. Do you want to get fucking cut, dear? Or do you want to watch this film?
Someone with Hulk gloves, and it was just like
I had the Infinity Gauntlet on.
And he had Hulk gloves, and you were just punching each other. Hilarious. Nerds.
All right. I will talk about Endgame next week then, and I'll be finished.
Yeah.
But so glad to be a part of this universe. It's been
we're not really into it anymore. We've kind of moved on.
We've done now.
We don't really want
to. They've stopped making films. So.
We've
talking about that. News on Black Widow. I think it's coming out
now, isn't it?
Yeah, Disney Plus. Same time as
they're releasing
Disney Plus.
Yeah, Disney Plus. Same time. Yeah, it's on Disney Plus.
They're releasing more screenshots of it, so it must be nearly done, mustn't it?
It's done. It's ready to go. It's just it was gone there. To release it.
Was it May last year? Original date? Yeah.
So, she's going to look well different. She's getting old now. You know what I mean?
Well, and I was about to spoil something then as well, but then Brad.
Don't do that. Don't do that, Brad. Ooh, easy.
All right. Yeah. So I'll let you talk about. Okay. Sounds shit, by the way.
Brad backing out. So we're going to do a spoiler discussion episode 2 of Winter Soldier and Falcon, the Star Spangled Man. So if you don't want to hear it or you just don't care, then thanks for listening up to this point. And new episodes every Monday on all your platforms, podcast platforms and YouTube. And we also release little clips during the week, segments of the podcast if you just in particular want to watch one in particular topic. Please like and subscribe wherever you can. leave a nice 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. You can do it in the app. It'd be nice. And thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, very much.
Thanks for the support. We appreciate it. Our audience is growing.
Yeah.
Obviously, our small audience. Obviously, we've doubled from 2 people to 4 now. So it's getting to our heads a little bit. We're about to get through our front door soon.
I've bought a really expensive car.
Yeah.
So if we can,
he can't afford it.
I can't. I'm living in the car.
Yeah.
I'm living in
the car. What's behind you is just reality. It's like it's a set.
This is a green screen. The steering wheel is over there.
If you can please like and follow us and subscribe on our social medias. We've got Twitter is @PTPlayerspod, Instagram is PTPlayerspod, Facebook is the Part-Time Players Podcast, and YouTube is Part-Time Players Pod as well.
Sure. And you do some things over on Instagram, don't you? I see a little post. See what Brad gets up to.
I put our if a video is between 1 and 15 minutes long, I can put it on Instagram TV. So I'll put the stuff up there. Instagram is, I'd say Instagram is where most of our stuff goes. That's the one I focus on. So please follow us on Instagram. It'd be nice to have some more followers. Thanks.
Drop a comment. I like those comments. I know it's stupid, but I really do like it when we get a comment. I like to read them and actually know that people are actually listening. And
we got some comments last week about Brad wearing a suit and stuff from his pals. So
made me laugh.
Some interaction.
Thank you. So let's go into the episode. As I say, episode 2, the Star Spangled Man. So it's kind of like from the first Avengers, the Star Spangled Man with a plan. I've got kind of like a brief summary here. I think I've got it all. If I have missed anything, you could let me know, or
we'll cut in.
So we starts a new Captain America getting ready to do an interview. John Walker, his name, I think we said that last week. Actually played by Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell, and Goldie Hawn's son. I didn't know that last week because you just
it's crazy. Isn't it?
I
said he looked like a man from Up, didn't he? Really, he looked like an old man from Up.
He looked weird in last week. He did. This week he looked a bit more.
Yeah, he done that. They pushed the helmet down, didn't he? So his ears went out, and he looked like the proper square jaw.
Yeah, he didn't look.
He looks all right now.
Bucky is watching the interview on TV and doesn't look happy. He's just kind of sitting there looking like, what is this bullshit? And then he refers to Steve as a brother, and he's just happy with that. Where we find out that the new Cap hasn't got any superpowers, but he's like peak what a human can be by the sounds of it. Bucky goes to Sam and expresses his displeasure of the new Cap. Sam mentions the big 3. So was it cyborgs, aliens, androids, and wizards? And then they had like a discussion. There's no wizards. He's a sorcerer. And he said about Gandalf, and then Sam's like, "How do you know about Gandalf?" And he's like, "I read The Hobbit back in 1937." So that was pretty cool. They go on a mission to Central Europe. Bucky jumps out of a plane, and it kind of turns out that he must be kind of at the level where Captain America was, because we know he's got like the
I always thought he was at the level of where Captain America was. I thought that was the thing. I thought he was the same as Captain America. But then
he kind of like, is he that, or is he just got an arm? But he must have. Yeah, obviously some.
Those Nazis figured it out somehow. Was it the Nazis?
Hydra,
Hydra, wasn't
it? They kind of.
He does. No, he is a superhuman, isn't he? He has got enhanced abilities and stuff.
So then the Flag Smashers, we find out that the Flag Smashers also have super strength and are loading up all like stolen medication. Well, we don't know stolen, but they're loading up into a truck. They get into a fight with on top of some lorries, and then the new Cap and his partner turned up, Battlestar. The Flag Smashers get away. They'll just kind of get beaten. And the new Captain America has a gun as well, which is
but it's good though, because that actually worked. That took one of them down. If they carried more guns, Falcon would have been a short battle.
Falcon's weapons were like 2 like Uzis in all the films. He doesn't have them now. He doesn't have.
He's shit.
Maybe they realised maybe he should be shooting people.
Rubber bullets. Bullets.
New Cap picks up Falcon and Winter Soldier, and there's tension. Then Cap's partner reveals he's called Battlestar. Bucky gets out of the truck. As soon as he says that, it's like, I'm Battlestar, and he's just like, stop the truck. He's like, I'm out. Bucky takes Sam to see someone. Turns out the government had another super soldier program in the 50s, and there was a soldier called Isaiah Bradley, and he fought Bucky in Korea. and he sounds like he kind of like he fucked him up. He like broke his metal arm and you know, and all that. But then he was locked in prison for 30 years. Kind of didn't really tell us why, but obviously some shady background, government experiments. His son was there, and I think in the comics, his grandson was there. His grandson becomes Patriot, like a superhero in the Young Avengers. So it could be
a future.
What's his powers? Does he have
I think
powers?
he's just kind of like he inherited some of like the super soldier strength and that from his granddad.
Yeah, Captain America. Yeah. There's another Captain America, I think.
And he's got like a shield and that. So where was I?
Is that what they called War Machine? They called when he was in Iron Man 2? When they put it all like Iron Man. Okay, yeah. Cool.
I was thinking it'd be cool if you saw a flashback of this Isaiah Bradley going to Korea.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool.
That would be really good.
Be really cool, yeah.
I think that'd be cool. Bucky gets arrested, New Cap gets him out, and then he and Sam talk to the doctor. It's a bit of a buddy cop moment. They just don't like each other. When they're sitting they go really close, you know, like with their legs interlocked and all that.
Bucky likes doing the long stare anyway, so he's well into it.
Yeah, that's what they refer to it as well. He just stares at everyone. Like he gets brought up. It's like he's doing staring thing again. He just stares at everyone.
You get used to it.
They just don't like each other. I think like they only talk to each other really because I was both Captain America's friends. So, and then they tell Cap they won't work with him, and he gets annoyed. They decide this should be something. This could be something to do with Hydra, and they need to see Zemo. So obviously, the last time we saw him was at the end of Captain America: Civil War. I know, I don't know. I think in the comics, the new Captain America. I missed something out as well. The Flag Smashers. Turns out they're stealing from someone called the Power Broker. They're in the comics. The Power Broker is someone who can give people superpowers, and then he kind of like has it over their head, and he kind of controls them.
Sure.
And
in the comics,
Chris, what did I say his name was? Is his name Chris? What's his name?
What, the new Captain America? Yeah. John Walker. Sorry,
in the comics, he gets powers from Power Broker. And like in
spoilers.
Are we in spoilers yet?
This is all spoilers.
Yeah, this has been spoilers the whole time.
I was going to say fucking hell.
Yeah, no. This is like stuff in the comics, isn't it? Like when Captain America, like they said, the serum Captain America takes, like this serum they give him superpowers. It just exaggerates what was really good. So Captain America was always righteous and brave, and it just made him better. The Red Skull was our Nazi and was evil, and this has made him more evil.
Super Nazi.
So this new Captain America, like he, you know, if he's got like another agenda, he could go either way. He could could turn bad or whatnot. But I've got a feeling, it could happen because he kind of got his ass kicked, didn't he? Really?
Yeah. This is the thing. I don't think he hasn't got powers, because if you got lobbed off of a moving truck onto a car and then you manage to smash the windscreen and also dent the roof with your spine, I think you're going to have some problems.
Yeah, it might.
You're going to be a bit broken. I think he's already got those powers. No one can lob a shield like that. No, it's mental. So he must have powers.
You saw him, didn't you? You saw him in the training video. Trying to catch that thing would cut your hand.
And these people kick somebody else into a lamppost and bent the lamppost. He got kicked full in the chest. His heart would explode. I know it's not all going to be realistic, but they've got to make it kind of realistic to a point, isn't they? So I think he has already got powers.
I don't think he does. I just think it's unrealistic.
I
think he's like a bit like Black Widow, Hawkeye, they both don't have abilities, and I think the same thing would happen to them. They jump off things, and do you know what I mean? It's like none of it makes sense. I think even Hawkeye says a fucking line in Age of Ultron, I've got a bow and arrow, and none of this makes sense. And none of this makes sense either. He's just a guy with a shield. None of it makes sense.
Yeah. So I think there might be, I think like the big bad, like the hidden, like the overall bad, he might be this power broker guy. Obviously, we know Zemo kind of takes a part in it. There's only 4 episodes left because there's only 6 episodes in this series. So, it'd be interesting to see how it goes.
Yep.
But I'm trying not to speculate as much as I did with WandaVision. So,
my expectations are a lot lower for this anyway. I'm not enjoying it nowhere near as much as WandaVision. I don't think
WandaVision just brought something new. And I think you said last week when it is 2 B characters. It might pick up. We never know.
When they're 2 B characters, I kind of expect them to get beaten up a lot, and so far I have not been wrong.
Yeah.
Because normally Captain would come in and beat all them up. Well, you know, but then again, Bucky's a powerful character. You know, he went toe to toe with Captain many times, and he never got taken down. And like you said, there's 2 guys over there. I can take them. And even if there was 5, if this was a Bucky film, he would have taken them.
Yeah, but then they're all like so he could got like super ability, super strength. But then if there's 6 of them that also have super strength, then he's still gonna get your ass kicked in it. Then it kind of negates it because, like, you know, would one person be able to beat up 6? Probably not.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing with Captain America. When he went there and he thought all those super soldiers were going to be there, you thought Captain America is going to get beaten up, but luckily they'd all been shot in the head.
Yeah, Zemo would taking care of them. So it's going to be. I would like to see is Zemo pulling the strings from inside his super prison or you know whatnot, and and I just kind of every time I watch these programs, I kind of think, oh yeah, I do. And I do reminisce for the days of, like, you know, old Captain America's gone now. Tony Stark's gone. And it's like, it's just, it was a good 10 years. And it obviously ended in 11 years. It ended in a brilliant way. But
I'm interested in the journey, like you said, going back to what I said last week about them being B characters. I'm hoping, my one hope from this is that they're going to be A characters by the end.
Yeah.
And we go into like the next film or next phase. And when you next see them in a film, it's like, okay.
Because they did become A characters in the comics. So,
Captain, but they've both been Captain America. So, you know, it's, hopefully it'll be good. But I'm enjoying it. Yeah. So it's, we'll see. And we've also ain't seen Sharon Carter yet either, and we know she's in it. So, how's she gonna get tied into it? So,
Tell you one thing I did notice. Sorry, go on, Reece.
No, go, mate.
Yeah, you know when he's unzipping his suit, and you only see a certain portion of his suit. It did look very reminiscent of what was that guy called, Brad? The other, he's like Captain America, he's something agent. What is it called?
US agent.
US agent had a suit like that. It was like red and dark red and black stripes going across. And when he unzips his suit, it looks very reminiscent to that suit. So I don't know if they've done that on purpose or what. So he could become that instead.
In case that maybe he won't, because kind of like, is he going to turn bad? Is he a knob? Maybe he'll just carry on. Yeah, maybe he'll become like US agent.
I think he's a bit of a knob.
Will turn into Captain America or something.
I think one of his, you said it enhances your traits. I think he's one of his traits is he thinks he's right. And he's not necessarily, he's arrogant. He's not necessarily a bad guy, but he's like, look, what I'm doing, you don't understand. What I'm doing is the right thing.
The right thing, yeah.
And then, so that's kind of enhanced that. Whereas I think that agent guy was like that. He wasn't good like Captain America. He'd listen to people's opinions.
He's doing it, what he thinks he's right. And he'll see it through to the end. Yeah, because when they said to him, like, we're kind of like free agents. We don't have the restrictions you have. We're not going to work with you. That really just like pissed him off. He wasn't happy with it. So we'll have to
we'll see what happens. I reckon that character you mentioned earlier, Brad, I reckon she'll probably come in next week, and that's probably how they're going to get into the prison.
Maybe,
use her clearance because she's still technically an agent. Does she work for Shield or
she did,
CIA or whatever?
Shield's like disbanded now, isn't it? I think she was working for the CIA, maybe in one of the films. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, be good. I'd like to see her. They're going to tie in. They need to have a new group. They need to have new Avengers. You know, that's what
that will probably happen eventually, won't it?
Yeah,
I can see it. Yep.
Where's Grey Hulk? Where's Smart Hulk? He's knocking around somewhere. You know, get him in there to sort out the Flag Smashers.
Yeah, where is he? Where does he
end up? Smart Hulk.
Where does he end up after Endgame? I can't remember.
He's there when he sends Steve Rogers back, and then he's just there, and he's just with.
Oh yeah, he's there.
Yeah, he's just probably doing experiments.
He's going to turn into Maestro.
No, don't know. It's sorry.
Maestro? Is it Maestro?
Maestro? Who's Maestro?
Is that not the alternative Hulk when he turns villain, like in Avengers, the video game?
Oh, I don't know. I've not played that, so I don't know.
No, is it like the comics?
It's kind of like old man, but in the comic, old man Logan Hulk. He's not. I don't think he's called Maestro. He's just kind of like some
old man Logan. You're talking about Wolverine?
Yeah, but the whole like the future apocalypse, he's the bad guy in it, and he's got all these like offspring, like hillbilly Hulks and all that. So
no, I think Reese is right. I think he is called Maestro. He's 10 times more powerful than the original Hulk because the planet he lives on now has gone to shit and it's full of gamma radiation. So it's made him
stronger. And he's killed everybody.
It's been a while since
we'll tell you what, for our listeners, we'll do some research on that next week, and we're actually so we don't look like fools.
Yeah. Brad's got some washing to do. He probably ain't got time. Last time. That was the last time.
But yeah, that was this week's episode.
That is this week's episode. And
he's back in. He always knows. He
knows. He comes in to say goodbye.
He's spoiled everything. He knows. He pretends that he doesn't know. He knows everything. He's muted. He doesn't even realise.
He's muted.
He's muted.
What a damn fool.
What a damn fool.
It's got selective listening. I can hear when you're not listening to words. It's kind of how I listen to everyone, really. Just take out the bits.
What's that about Destiny? What's that?
Yeah. Traveler. Right, anyway, until next week, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.